We began our journey from Sawtooth, our backpacking trip in Sawtooth, and we made our way all the way over from Sawtooth to Grand Tetons. And we camped there for the night in the Grand Tetons, and we were going to do some stuff there. But because of the weather, we had to just camp there the night.
It started snowing like crazy. It was nuts, so we wanted to get out of there right away. And we found an awesome campsite. It was perfect, like the best campsite we've ever had. It was like all to ourselves by this pretty lake. It was amazing, and it had Wi-Fi and everything. We were loving it. We were gonna stay there probably a couple nights just chilling, but
yeah, we got kind of a rude awakening in the morning. A Wyoming fish and game cop knocked on our RV door, scared the shit out of us. And I jumped out of bed and answered the door, and he just wanted us to move our RV. He said that we weren't camping in the right spot, even though it said we were allowed to camp there.
Anywhere.
So we continued our journey on toward Devil's Tower and flew the drone there.
After that, we did an awesome short hike around the whole tower.
Unfortunately, had a huge mishap there. This camera that we're filming on tipped over and one of our lenses broke, so it kind of left a bad taste in our mouth.
Yeah.
But we really enjoyed the stay in Devil's Tower.
Yeah, it was really cool. And unfortunately, we didn't have a backup lens, so the rest of our footage will be in GoPro, so
Yep.
Probably not the best.
One of our lifelong dreams was accomplished. We've always wanted to go over to Mount Rushmore, and we finally made it all the way there to Mount Rushmore.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that it's not as spectacular as it was, so maybe our expectations were lower, but I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, Mount Rushmore was so cool. We had really low expectations going into it, so we were really blown away. We really liked it.
Yeah.
Cool history, cool backstory. We wish they would have been able to finish it the way the original artist wanted, with the whole waist up.
That would have been awesome.
It's still really cool to see, at least we thought.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. And there were like workers up at the top, like rappelling down it, so that kind of gave kind of shows how huge it is compared to people. It was really cool.
Yeah.
That was fun. And there weren't a ton of people. It wasn't very crowded, so.
And then after Mount Rushmore, we headed over to Crazy Horse
Memorial.
Yeah, that was terrible. If you're ever driving through there,
do not go.
You can just drive by and see what it is from the road, but they have a $12 a person entrance fee, and then you don't actually get to go and see the Crazy Horse Memorial unless you pay quite a bit more money. And so all you get access to is like a visitor center, a little museum type place that explains the project.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
That part was cool, but it was just disappointing that you're still so far away. Like, you can barely see it.
It just felt like a big cash grab.
We ended up making our way towards Badlands.
It's almost like a blend between Bryce Canyon and Goblin Valley, where you can kind of hike into the canyons and get really close up, where a lot of national parks you can't get that close to some stuff. With Badlands, you can get right up next to things and climb on top of them and really get a feel for the place.
Yeah.
And we did a lot of really cool hikes there. We did the Notch Trail, What'd you think of Notch Trail?
Notch Trail was really cool, just because it was kind of different than the other ones that we read about. You get to like climb up this huge ladder. It was a lot of fun. It's not very steep, so it wasn't hard. And then you kind of walk alongside, like kind of like a edge.
Yeah.
And then just climb through, and then you get to a cool viewpoint at the end. So it's pretty short, not very difficult. It was just really hot, but it was a lot of fun.
And then the other trail we did was the Door Trail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Door Trail was a lot like Goblin Valley, where you're just kind of out. There is really no trail. You're just kind of out wandering around and getting cool views from the bottom inside the whole Badlands area.
Yeah.
And then after all the hiking, we went up and we found the coolest campsite. It's kind of a well-known secret, I guess you would say, because there were quite a few people parked up on this ridgeline that kind of overlooks Badlands National Park. But we were able to fly our drone around and kind of hang out and get such an awesome view. What'd you think of that campground?
Oh my gosh, it was so cool. And we got there like at sunset, so like everything was perfect. Perfect weather, perfect lighting, just it was so cool. And even though there were tons of RVs parked, it's just so huge that you're not even close to anyone.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And you had Wi-Fi and everything, so it was kind of perfect. In fact, I kind of wish we would have maybe stayed another night there.
Rushed through a few places that looking back, we wish we would have stayed 1 or 2 nights and just enjoyed things a little bit more instead of rushing on to see the next thing.
Yeah.
That's one of the problems I think we have when we travel is we want to see the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. So we always are rushing to see more things where we should stop sometimes to smell the roses and just enjoy some of the places we're at.
We need to get better at that.
Yeah.
We were going to this trip.
That was our intention.
Yeah. We just got anxious, I guess.
Next time. We'll do better next time.
Next time. I'm actually surprised that things weren't busier than they were when we went, just because things are so limited. But it all worked out. We had a good time. And next trip we'll try to take it slower. So if you enjoyed this video and want to see more things like it, please like and subscribe. It helps us out a ton. We'll try to keep putting more content out there for you guys and keep adventuring. See ya.
Peace out.